Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan, for sharing your conversion narrative. I'd just like to know, could you conclude that your conversion experience was a rational conversion, meaning an intellectual conversion, like with the influence of the Quran only? Or, because it didn't seem to me that it was a relational conversion, meaning through the influence of friends or marriage or traveling to an Islamic Muslim country. So could you conclude that?
That's a very good question. I often thought about it. I think the relational element had something to play. I mean, I really, really love those people. I still do. You know, I think that human element is very important. I mean, even though Mahmoud took me to bars and things like that, no, seriously, he was one of the most generous, kind.
But you took me back to the mosque.
Yeah, I think he came back to mine. But he was a deeply spiritual person. You know, he was just a wayward kid. But I saw in him something, in his family, something beyond just, you know, the wild life they were living. You know, there was a spirituality there. There was a beauty there that was somehow the basis of their living. There was that personal element. Without that personal element, I don't think, maybe I needed somebody like Mahmoud. If the Imam of the masjid came up and started talking to me, I'm sure I would have said, thanks, but no thanks. You know, sometimes it takes somebody a little closer to you, you know, to help you along. But you know, I would describe, as far as the Quran goes, experience this way. Began very much rationally, and ended very much spiritually. You know, there was a spiritual connection that developed there towards the end. That was unexpected. So a relational element played a role. Began primarily as an intellectual curiosity in my reading the Quran, then became an intellectual compulsion, and then became a very powerful spiritual experience. That's the best that I could, that's my best guess. Thank you. Anybody else?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Upon establishing your belief in God as in Islam, how did you rationalize the obligations of Islam on a Muslim to practice, such as prayer and fasting? Why wouldn't one just be a good person and try to get closer to God through being merciful and generous? And why was there the need for obligations?
Oh, why the need for all that? Oh, that takes a while. That's usually another lecture. It lasts about 45 minutes. Could you just invite me up here again? I'm happy to talk about it. The long and the short of it is that I don't know if I can do this quickly because I haven't prepared this in my mind. But I've given this lecture many times. I just can't do it in a short couple of minutes. You know, honestly, my mind is sort of shutting off from tiredness. You know, it's been a long 2 days. But if you read my book, Even Angels Ask, I talk about this quite a bit there. But I also have developed some thoughts about it since. You know, I see it even deeper beyond that. But it's just I just can't seem to do it right now. I'm just tired. Yeah, sorry about that. Really, I really am. But I'll tell you this, you know, not about the rituals, but you know, when my kids ask me about it, you know, but why does life have to be, you know, why does it have to be difficult, spiritual growth, that? You know, why does it have to be, why is the pain thing? You know, I say, well, maybe I'll appreciate it from this level. When I was playing football, you know, my coach used to say to me, say to our team, he used to put up on the wall, no pain, no gain. You know, because he said, in order to grow physically as athletes, to become perfect physical specimens, you got to suffer. Your muscles are going to hurt. You're going to push yourself. You're going to struggle. You're going to feel bumps and bruises, and your muscles are going to be strained. But you are going to become stronger, more perfect athletes. When I was in high school, my math teacher used to tell us, mathematics is hard. You got to be willing to suffer intellectually to grow mathematically. You know, he said, mathematics is the cruelest science. You got to be willing to throw yourself into it, to think about a problem for 6-7 days straight. It's true. You know, and go through all that agony. And once you conquer that problem, you will have learned a lot, and you will have grown, he used to say. We never doubted either one of those things. We thought that, yes, intellectual growth requires a certain amount of perseverance and suffering. Athletic growth, physical growth, similarly. In the Quran, it's true for all growth, even spiritual growth. And the prayers, and this is just a little bit on your question, help prepare us for the growth. It's a lot like, aside from their spiritual content, which could be amazing, but I don't want to talk about that now. Aside from the spiritual content, there's that element of spiritual preparation. A lot like football practice or study of mathematics, sort of parallel to that. Are you following me? Just one example. Do you mind if I give an example? All you tired people. Take the prayers, for example, 5 times daily. Fajr prayer. Getting up. When I became a Muslim, the Fajr prayer was at like 4:45 in the morning. And I thought I was a graduate student before that. I never got up till like 11 o'clock. Now getting up at 4:45 in the morning? Wow. I didn't think I could do it. The other prayers I could do, but 4:45 in the morning, I would set my alarm, I'd hit the alarm, go back to sleep. Day after day. Finally I said, I got to do something about this. So I took 3 alarm clocks. This is no lie. Put one, you can leave, anybody that's tired. Put one right by the bed, set it for 4:15. Took another one midway between the bathroom and on the floor, between the bathroom and the bed, 4:30. 4:45, that one was the one I put in the bathroom by the sink. 4:15 would come, hit the first alarm, fall back to sleep. But now, I'm still in a slight state of wakefulness. 4:30, now I'm a little more awake. I get up, crawl over to the second clock, hit it on the floor, lie there. No lie. Start falling to sleep. Not right from start. 4:45, the next one goes, pretty smart scheme though. Huh? And I get up, go, sort of make my way over to that. I have to get up on the sink, hit it, standing up, I'm a little more awake. I figured, wash my face, wash my face, do the prayer. Doing this day after day after day was a time in my life when everybody was freaking out because I converted. People were coming up to me, Kansas, Jeff, you're going to lose your job. What are you doing? Are you nuts? Are you crazy? San Francisco could do this to you, Jeff. My parents, my family, everybody thought I was going berserk. I felt like I was under such intense pressure. But I tell you, those 5 daily prayers, that Fajr prayer, day after day after day, I swear, I didn't think I was going to make it, but that played a major role. Just the discipline, getting up every morning at 4:45, day after day after day. No wonder why they make army people get up early in the morning. Because it trains you to overcome your hardships. Trains you to overcome your difficulties. You learn that you can do it if you want, if you force yourself. It was a big, big help. And to tell you the truth, after about 3 months, I only needed 2 alarm clocks. Seriously. 6 months, it was down to 1. And, after that, even if I forgot to set the alarm clock, my inner clock was going, I'd almost always wake up anyway. So, it happens. But that's just from that side, because it does teach us, they do teach us perseverance. They teach us many other things as well, but I just thought I would emphasize that one. Aside from their amazing spiritual content and spiritual potential. Is that enough, guys? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Jeffrey Lang. Thank you so much for your inspirational story. We really enjoyed it. In mathematical terms, just to fancy your mathematical side, your story was about the travel from the meaningless abyss of 0 to the meaningful presence of 1. And thank you so much for attending. You all laughed at the right moments. Thank you so much. Now go off and enjoy it. Thank you for coming.